We're back. Next up, GOP.
Hey, it's hot times in the Grand Ole Party.
Oh man, the GOP has a lot of problems.
They're starting to. I don't even know if they even have a front runner. At
Wait.
No, they do.
We have a front runner.
They do.
That front runner. Do you recall our last when you was here?
You made
Newt
a prediction.
Newt Gingrich.
You said he was on the come up,
Newt's the front runner.
and I got to give you a right.
Newt's the front runner.
That's
We're gonna
right.
play that clip there
go
when
back
we
a
telling you
second? All right.
Newt will be the front runner
right,
here.
well,
I'm gonna tell you
I
something.
don't know if they're impotent, but I know that Herman Cain is not the right Viagra.
You got to give Saquon that one.
It's gonna be
That
so
was good.
bad.
It's gonna be bad.
Newt Gingrich is.
Oh, he's coming out. Oh,
Newt's coming up in the.
You heard this right here.
It's gonna
On
be.
the
It's
spot.
that
Norm
bad.
said
It's
Newt
that
is
bad.
back.
Running for vice president.
Newt, well, listen at this.
No
It's that
possible way.
bad. They're
Really?
that
It's
bad.
that bad?
What I'm agreeing with you. They're that bad.
Well-
that Newt will move up in the polls.
Okay, well, we news cycle for a whole week. Maybe
Newt
two.
has a lot of problems now.
Yeah.
It's rough when you're that 70. What you say? The 72-hour rule. The Kim
Yeah, we
Kardashian
had
rule?
the Kim. You wasn't here for me. We had Kim Kardashian index. You like that, huh? We got him to smile. It basically says who's going to be in ahead. You only got 72 hours, like a marriage, or 72 days, or whatever. And basically, we have to switch it off. GOP keeps turning over.
Well, I mean, when you're talking about Mitt accepting 1.6 million from Freddie Mac.
Newt.
Or the 37 million from the health industry.
Yeah, that's what they said the final figure was.
I
And
think
you're an
we need- I
accountant.
think
I
we're
wish
in a-
you were my
I-
accountant.
The lobbyists?
I think that we
Newt.
are in the wrong business, fellas.
Oh, the accountant says we're in the wrong.
Yes.
You saw that number,
Because
37 million.
Serious that this
Isn't
man.
that amazing?
And plus his book money.
One year there was a retainer that was $600,000.
Plus his book money.
Of course,
His
well, I don't knock a guy with the book money because that's your book. That's something you wrote.
But Newt
Fine.
said they should
Why
be
did he
arrested.
knock Obama for his book money?
But Newt said they should be arrested.
Yeah, he did.
He said they
So-
should be arrested.
So now we have the issue of look at the GOP. Who's going to really come out?
I don't even. There is no one else.
There's nobody else
Mitt
left?
has to remain steady.
Right.
I agree.
At about 19 to 23%,
And then at the end,
and then he will pull away.
okay.
All
It's
he
easy-
has to
it's
do.
easy to pull away. Nobody else have any money.
It's not easy when they don't. When
Nobody else have any money.
when you're not liked. It's not
Yes.
easy when you're not liked.
But nobody has any money.
Do we have a prediction of who's going to drop out first? Anybody here?
I think Michelle Bachmann
Yes.
will drop out
Okay.
first.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
But I
it's-
got a prediction. The
Santorum,
judge
Santorum, I was just about to say, Rick Santorum
Rick's out. Yeah.
He's out. Is he?
No, I'm saying I'm saying Rick is going to be. You said so. We have it on film.
Michelle. You know what? Let me scratch that. I'll
She's
go with
not-
Rick Santorum. She won't drop out because, for some reason, I think that she has the weight of all the mothers on her shoulders.
Okay.
She's the only woman
Well,
in the race.
first
She
thing,
is going to sort of stick around like a mole.
The
Right.
two of them, Rick and Ron Paul
Right.
and Michelle, is going to create a problem.
Okay.
Last debate, they're going against the Republican right blueprint.
Oh.
They're starting to say things
Right.
that just make sense.
Uh-oh. He didn't say. He said
It
just
just makes sense.
just makes sense.
Yes, get rid of the Patriot Act.
Oh, yeah.
There's things
Interesting.
that's coming up in these
Get
debates
rid of the Patriot Act. I don't
because,
know.
but see, here's certain things. See, that has to come out that they're starting to say things that we'll call. We're using
Sanity?
the rights. Yes, the rights.
Ooh, that's a rough word for that.
They're coming out
Well,
different now.
Newt said that if a person is an immigrant, has been in this country, paid taxes, goes to church, has children, should we really deport them? I don't know how that plays to the base, the red base.
No, they don't like it.
That sounds like
They want to use
what's
illegal
crazy is that-
immigrants, but they don't
don't
want
want
to
them
talk
to.
about it in public.
What's crazy is that Ronald Reagan had a tremendous amount of, legislation that supported amnesty
Yeah, interesting enough.
throughout his presidency, and they
Very much so.
are.
Ronald
ridiculous.
Reagan would be a liberal right now.
Oh yeah, he
He
would
would be
run out
Mitt
the
Romney
party.
right
Yeah,
now,
he would
probably.
be-
No, he would be much worse. He'd be on the left. Compared to where they're going now, they're going so far right. Even George Bush look good now compared to these guys. They're just saying anything that come to their head, and that's how they stand there.
Well, so how's that flow into the failure of Washington again?
The
What we
super
gonna-
committee?
Super committee. We on the cusp. What do you think about that? Now, for the audience, we have a super committee that has been charged with debt reduction. What happens, Saquon, if they don't? They came together and said we can't figure it out.
Well, the one thing that I want to I think that they always should have had was at least one independent.
Of
now,
course.
there are only two independents in the Senate. There's Lieberman and there's Bernie Sanders from Vermont, and Lieberman from Connecticut.
Bernie's pretty interesting what he says, right?
Now, Bernie should have been on there as sort of this and play the same role that the vice president takes if there's a tie for senatorial election or
the Republicans wasn't going to have it.
But that is what was going. Like, for us to expect another outcome would make us insane,
right?
Because if you have two
partisan,
exactly, I mean,
it's not going to work.
There was no tiebreaker in this situation throughout our history. We have always implemented tiebreakers. You have 9 Supreme Court justices. Steve, you're the smartest man on the planet besides Laura. Why do you have 9?
Because you got to have the tie.
Exactly. I mean, you have 3 branches of the legislation. Why do you have 3?
The tiebreaker. Right?
Exactly.
But then here's what I'm going to say to you.
Okay.
Are we underestimating the president?
Well, you know what? A lot of people say that. He's like, he knew that this was, let's get the game, the pass completed.
Yes.
Get past, because you remember it was really bad. Everybody said, oh, well, what's going to happen?
He created the
So he said, you know what? Let's show that they don't work, and then I'm going to come back with executive orders. You know what?
Because y'all can't get it together.
Y'all can't get it together.
He followed his base and strictly blamed it on the Republicans.
There you go.
See, the base was concerned when he came out and spoke that he might say both parties, the Democrats, and stop bickering. No, he said the Republicans don't want to play nice. And that's the nice way of saying it.
Yeah, well, now they're going to go into cuts in defense.
Yes.
Which I already think that you should already
Of course, you can't have 50% of the budget and not any cuts.
We're not. See, we have
our defense budget. Are you aware our defense budget is larger than every country in the world?
The GDP.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the main fault in that is that we have a 1940s defense budget, and we're not in 1940s turmoil.
We got drones.
Yeah, we don't have that sort of turmoil anymore.
Take care.
But that's the Republicans.
We could have that turmoil. We could have that turmoil because we're moving troops in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, a little 2,500.
Right, but
right there by China.
You got to remember, historically, people don't realize. Australia has always been a friend. It is a significant strategic base. We've always been in Australia.
Yeah, we've been in Australia since World War II. We've always been in Australia since World War II.
It's the center of our communication system.
Yeah,
it's all
for the Pacific.
It could be deemed a threat.
It's really
it could be deemed a threat.
If we have troops in Germany, we're not deemed a threat there.
Okay, but if you put them in Australia, you put them on your borders. China's looking like, wait a minute.
Well, you
owe me a lot of money.
Well, you
trying to.
You may be sounding like Palin and going, I see Russia from the back room. No.
We're gonna
have to get back to that.
We'll get back to this.
But I mean, does Obama have is he going to,
He's going to Hail Mary
his executive orders?
I think he is. I think you're going to see some stuff because essentially.
When does all of this kick in is your problem?
Well, it's in 2013.
2013. He starts doing job initiatives and he says he's going to.
That's only wait.
Okay.
I mean,
and it gives them a chance to compromise.
Right.
But it also gives them a chance that you won't be in office.
Yeah,
he'll be there. We're talking about.
We know that.
Yeah.
But
group of.
The gang that couldn't shoot straight.
Yeah, that's the GOP.
This is the Washington General.
This is the Washington General. Oh, he didn't say that. He got Tebow last show. He's like, oh, you got to start talking about Tebow.
But now,
we're about to wrap it up.
So we gonna wrap this segment up?
And we're gonna come back.
I really would like to see exactly what happens from here. I mean, Standard & Poor's saying that they're not gonna reduce our downgrade our credit rating.
Right.
They're looking at France now.
Of course, the Greece and Italy issue. We'll go back to that next show.
Yeah, I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, the fact that the subcommittee alone was responsible for almost a 300-point dip in the stock market.
Well, can anybody give me an answer to this?
What?
If the tax cuts, they do away with all the Bush tax cuts for everybody, how much money do we get?
Oh, we get a lot of money.
So we're in a position to come up out of this debt based on the fact that the repeal of the tax cuts will kick in?
Well, it won't cover your deficit, but it will create revenue at an amazing pace.
At least $1 trillion.
At least.
At least $1 trillion.
Well,
when you had 140 trillion in debt,
it's not really.
It's like $20 to $1,000.
What's our debt right now? About 15 trillion.
No, I think it's about 104. I thought it was 140 at this
Well, we're
point.
gonna
No,
check. I think it's
let
about
me check that
It
thing.
may be
12 trillion,
it may be
about 12
40.
trillion,
I think.
no.
12. I
We're
think
gonna
maybe
come
14.
back. We're gonna get emails. I love that. Twitter us and tell us
12
what
trillion.
is our debt. With all the experts. We want some of the audience.
No
to
higher
tell
than
us.
12 trillion.
All right, we're gonna check on that.
Either way, it's spelled OH.
Always.
Sugar honey iced tea.
All right, we messed up. Well, that's a good one. We'll close it out. Huh?
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.